Hey guys, how are you all doing? I trust you're all well. So today we are coming to make Nkatecake, a snack from Ghana. I brought this Ghana when I was coming to the USA and it's left and I'm afraid it will go bad, so I'm just going to use it for Nkatecake. That's me showing you my ingredients. I've got some butter, I've got cinnamon powder, my board, I got some paper, baking paper or whatever it's called. I've got sugar, and those are the few things I'll be using. So I'm just setting up the working station or my workstation. This is where I'll be pouring the granules after I've mixed it with the sugar, the melted sugar, and then I'll roll it. I have a rolling pin as well. I didn't put it here yet at this point. So this is where I'll pour it and roll it and then cut it into pieces. So yeah, let's get this done. I'm blending the granite because I don't want it in big chunks as it already is. You can do it like that if you prefer it. You can just use the granite like that if you prefer. So I want it in smaller bites. I'm just going to blend it quickly. I've already removed the skin of the granite, so you can see it's already well prepared. Okay, so I'm just going to blend it and we'll get this done. Guys, thank you so much for your support. If you're a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing to our channel. We are grateful for the growth. We can't wait to get to 1000k subscribers. And guys, oh, we have a wonderful surprise for you when we get to 1000k subscribers. So yes, share our videos and help us to get to 1k. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, so our granite is blended. There you see it. It's not too smooth and it's not so rough, so you can do it to your preference however you want it. Okay, yeah, so we set our fire and we'll be adding some sugar. And in this video I didn't quite measure the sugar because, as I said, in Africa we measure with our eyes. You pour it in until your ancestors tell you, you hear a voice telling you it's okay. All right, so we'll just put it on fire and stir it till it melts. Okay, so that's me stirring. Now the sugar is well melted. You have to stir it till it melts properly. Then you add your butter, just a little butter. I saw a few recipes where they didn't add butter at all, so it's optional. Okay, it's totally optional. If you want it, you just add it. I wanted it because I was thinking it will add some flavor to it, but yeah. And oh, I love cinnamon, so I'm just adding some cinnamon powder so that I'll have that cinnamon feel in it. Okay, it's totally optional. Most of the videos I watched on YouTube, they didn't add cinnamon. So that's me. Everything is melted and well combined, and I'm adding my blended granite. So guys, I realized my sugar was too small. The granite was way more than the sugar, so I had to take it off the fire, put it aside, and melt more sugar. Okay, yeah, so that's the sugar I melted and added to it. Unfortunately, when I left that sugar and I was stirring this, the sugar was still burning, so it became a bit bitter after I finished. Okay, so if you want this to taste really good, make sure your sugar isn't burnt. Okay, yeah, make sure it's not burnt, because if it's burnt, then it's going to taste a bit bitter. Well, I realized it was tasting a bit bitter after I finished cutting it into pieces and eating it the next day. Eating it immediately, I didn't quite taste it, but the next day after it cooled, it tasted really bitter. Yeah, so that's me. I'm just trying to roll it. But guys, one thing I didn't do right was not wetting or oiling the baking paper or the baking sheet. Yeah, I should have oiled or poured water on the surface before putting it on the granite, because it got stuck to it. So you can see it whole bunch got stuck to the paper. Okay, and even the one beneath it, the paper beneath it, it was still stuck to it. So I had to put it in the sink. I had to turn the back into the sink and poured cold water at the back. Okay, I poured cold water at the back so that it would not get stuck to the paper. I don't know if you guys are understanding what I'm trying to explain, but yes, after cutting it this way, I realized it was stuck to the paper. So I poured water at the back of it so it could loosen itself from the paper, and that worked. So if you're using this paper, the parchment paper or whatever it's called, make sure you oil it, or yeah, oiling is the best. I think you should oil the surface before you roll it. Okay, and also make sure you cut it as fast as you can. If not, if it dries up, cutting it will be difficult. Okay, so I immediately started cutting after rolling, but it was quite difficult because the paper got stuck to the granules. Yeah, that was the difficulty I had. But as a first time doing this, I think I did quite well. These are lessons I've learned. So I'm just putting it out there. So if you want to try this, you know what exactly to do, so you don't end up going through what I went through. Okay, yeah, that's where I poured the water. I just added a bit of cold water at the back and it came off. You see, it came off easily. Yeah, but to prevent this, just oil the surface before pouring it on it. Yeah, and I couldn't help eating it whilst cutting it because at this time it was really nice. I didn't taste the bitterness at this point. It was the next day that I tasted it, I figured it was bitter. Yeah, so it came out nice. It came out nice, but it was looking a bit darker than I thought because I think the sugar was burnt, as I already mentioned. So the burnt sugar gave it a bitter taste and gave it a darker color. Okay, yeah, so that's it. It's easy to make. It's not difficult at all. You can see it got stuck in the paper and it became really hard at this point. I couldn't even scoop anything out of it. It became really hard, so I just had to trash it. So just make sure you oil the paper if you're doing it. Also make sure your sugar is not burnt. It's a nice snack to have. Yeah, if you have granite or peanut that you're not using for anything, I think you should try this. So this is the outcome. This is the outcome. I've cut it nicely and this is what we have. Yes guys, it came out nicely, but for the bitter taste it was okay. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you try this and let me know if you would try this. Thanks for watching guys. Don't forget to give this video a massive thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you try this. Talk to me in the comment section. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye.